Hey guys. Oh. Hey, thanks for jumping on live. Or if you're watching this recording, I posted a message and I kind of been talking about it all week. So I am here in Miami hanging out with some of my dearest friends who have really kind of just raised me into the person that I am now. And I think it's always, surrounding yourself with the right people and the people that are gonna lift you up but also push you forward. So I wanted to bring to you one of our grandma, really, who is Christine. I mean, not to be like grandma, but you're our
come in this video.
So I was talking about our team the other day and how much the team has accomplished. I mean, you were the first 15-star diamond coach ever in the entire network, and it wasn't oh, Christine, it was the team.
Right.
And it was always so much about platinum presenters and what the team was able to do. And hey, Stacey. And then the fact that we are the largest growing team. So just rattle some numbers. I know John would probably know, but we have over 300.
No, that would be great though.
Okay.
No, I think Team Beachbody in total, there's 450,000 coaches for all of Team Beachbody.
Right.
But Platinum Presenters, our organization for us, where we started May 31st of 2008, is over 202,000 large.
202,000. That's over half of what Beachbody is.
8 years growing.
That's pretty insane. There's no other team that even matches that. So the fact that we're a part of something so huge and so massive is just incredible. So be proud and you're a platinum presenter. We have boatloads of training and all kinds of stuff. So one thing that we did start doing is sneak peeks, one-day sneak peeks where you can start to invite people. And I know Stacey's been running them with me and just constantly, presenting the business. And so I guess, the bigger picture of things. One of the things that we were talking about here, we're do you remember back when we used to hang out at all our fitness conferences and we'd see each other a couple times a year, and it was always so much fun, and we'd always be we just got to get our families together and hang out somewhere and go on a vacation and just not have to be on a schedule and just do whatever we want. And the fact that this is happening
it's kind of crazy.
It's nuts.
Because we've had the opportunity to get together, and we've done that, with the reward weekend, where we kind of disguise it as a reward weekend, but we just want to hang out with each other. But to legit actually schedule a weekend at this freaking this resort this hotel is iconic.
Yeah.
In Miami Beach, it's Rev Run is here at this resort.
It's awesome.
That's something this is the first official weekend where we've got all of our kids. Hanging. But see, that's what's
rolling
most important to us, because we're all family people, obviously. But friendship is amazing. But this is more connected because of our lifestyles are alike, and we wanted our kids to be able to interact and be friends. But that's something actually I wanted to bring up. Meredith, you're 10 years younger than all of us, right?
I mean,
wait,
no.
Officially.
I'm 32.
Okay, yeah. So Meredith is a decade.
And we've known each other for a decade. So I was a baby.
She was super baby when we all first met. In her early 20s, which, usually, this is not against 20-year-olds, but usually 20-year-olds are still finding themselves and trying to figure that. Why do you keep looking at me with a menu in your hand? You see what he's doing? This is what he does when I try to work at home.
He just stares at you.
He stares in the freaking window. This is my husband. He
does, everyone.
Did you all witness? You witness him just holding a menu, staring at me.
That's gonna be my.
That's what he does. Okay. So, anyway, point being is that she started when our friendship first started younger, and all of us are older than that, and older than that. I'm not gonna say, but the reason why it works is because you find that like mind, that core center. The people who've got, we're all different, first of all, right? We all are so different.
So different.
But then we all are so alike in so many different ways. And when you find other coaches who are like that, that's where you're going to be so much more excited to even grow your business. And unfortunately, the beginning of your business, when you only have a few little coaches, those may not be the people. So you can't expect to make people be your BFFs because they're a coach. Your coaches the right people will come out.
Yes.
That's it. So you just got to sponsor to find your like-minded people.
Right. And I think you grow into, because when we all started, we had no clue. like nothing.
No idea.
And like 15 star, I didn't know what that was, but it
No,
was like,
I didn't
okay,
either.
we're gonna grow and we're gonna do this. Like this is a thing, and we're gonna figure it out along the way. And I mean, it was, you know, and then we used to get on calls, remember, like 11:30 or like whatever at night.
It was 10:30.
No, it was 11 o'clock. I know.
No, I don't. It was 10:30. I lived in New York. I don't know
remember
why.
it being so late.
It was the Rhino call. It was Thursday night 10:30 call, and I remember that was where we had to report in.
Yes.
And so we're actually going to be talking about this on my Facebook page. I'm not exactly sure when, but we want to do it today while we're all together, about their beginnings, all of our beginnings, and what we said we were going to do and what we actually did. So I hope you guys go to my like page because we're going to be doing that later.
Yeah, and it will be awesome because the things that we, you know, be like, okay, I'm going to present, and we didn't know, like talking about coaching, we're like, I mean, it's awesome.
I vomited.
Yeah, I was so bad.
I was so bad.
I mean, and you know,
I
would
wrote
say
tons of emails, like emails like this long.
And then you're like, can I just like tell you about this business? And like, there's this and this, and like, we didn't have Shakeology, we didn't have challenge packs, we didn't have challenge groups. We didn't have like any systems. It was like, go out there and talk to people. And like, okay, so we didn't even use like social media.
No, I was on MySpace. I was trying to figure out how to put music on my MySpace. You know, we had to learn HTML code.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I mean, it was just nuts. So, I mean, so the longevity of the business is crazy because now, I mean, obviously Beachbody's grown. We're a $1 billion company. Like our coaches have, like, our team has grown so much, obviously, you know, 8 years in, and it's not going anywhere.
No, it's not. And that's the thing is, you know, if you look at just like the security of what business you choose, I mean, health and fitness is always going to be around because the weight loss industry is a quadrillion, billion, you know, dollar industry. That's not going to all of a sudden be solved. That's always going to be, people are always going to be looking for a solution, and they're going to be getting older, and they're going to need to find a real life solution.
And new products and new programs and all that. So I guess, you know, what I just wanted you guys to see like the longevity of this and like some of the people that are involved in this. And what would you say to like somebody I know you probably get asked this all the time, what would you say to somebody just getting started out and they feel like they're working but they're like monetary wise, like their business isn't growing, you know, like they get like a challenge pack sale here and there, or they feel like they're posting on social media and they've sponsored a couple coaches and they're putting like time in and like nothing's really happening.
You know,
and they've only been doing it for like maybe 3 or 4 months.
That's the key. It usually takes, especially when you're a brand new coach, it's a 3-month consistency flip. So for 3 solid months, your activity of consistency, your message, your being positive, and really believing in the purpose and fixing your mind, constantly working on you know, that there is possibility and being eager to learn and being eager to fail, to really put yourself out there and being like, oh, you know, that didn't work out, but what did I learn from that? And I'm going to tweak it for the next time. So that's actually a question. So if you're going to Summit, we're going to be doing a panel. Jeff Hill is going to be interviewing Lindsay Matway, myself, Melissa McAllister, and Janelle Summers. We're all going to be on a panel. And that was one of the questions he asked is like, what mistake did you make in the beginning that you wished you didn't, or whatever? And there's really no mistakes because I've learned from everything. So maybe it wasn't successful, but I never been like, oh crap, I wish I didn't do that, or I suck, or this sucks, this doesn't work. That's never crossed my mind. I'm always believing there's got to be another solution. And with me arguing with my husband right here, that's actually an argument that we always get into because my husband is always like, well, this is a spoon and, you know, that's it. There's no other option. There's no other way to eat. I'm like, there's got to be a way. You can eat with a knife. You can. Like, there's got to be another way. There's always another way to do something. Like my SD card bending.
Yes.
You know? So my SD card in my laptop is bent and broke, and I'm so upset because it's got all my vacation pictures on it. But in my mind, I'm thinking, there's got to be a geek. Right?
There's got to be
someone who's going to be able to figure this out to get those pictures off. There's got to be a way. There's got to always be a way. And if you think that there's not, then your mind is shut. And it's got to be open. It's always got to be that this is it. This has to be it. This has to be your vision and your future. And that's got to be first cornerstone. But there's a 3-month switch that with that consistency, then all of a sudden, it starts to trickle. It starts to come in. And that's got to be the first thing. And I always say your message online is so important. It's so important.
Yeah.
Because that lives, and people can see if you're legit or not, because they'll stalk you. That's all they're doing.
Right.
They're stalking you to see if you're real or not.
What if like you feel like you've fallen off the bandwagon with your workouts and just like, you know, and like for me, like I'm, you know, losing all this weight and like my weight hasn't changed.
Yeah.
And it's like super frustrating and you're like, oh, I'm not a good enough coach because I don't have the perfect body or I don't have this.
Right.
And like, so I'm gonna stop posting about workouts. Or I'm gonna stop posting about what I'm doing and stop being so positive. Like, don't you think that the people that are following you that maybe you weren't into working out before, or maybe you weren't into it, like all of a sudden they're kind of like, oh, well, she was only gonna do that for a few months.
Right. Well, you've got to be real and human. So that's something that, you know, I've really been working on and learning hard through the past couple of years is really people have a hard time connecting with perfect.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And the more that I've been real, especially myself being a fitness professional, an achieved fitness professional. I mean, we're both achieved fitness professionals that they expect us to always be in the top shape or have our act together or love working out, love eating healthy and being perfect. That's what they expect because that's the perception. So when you open and peel back the layers and lift up the covers and really kind of show people that, you know, I honestly don't like working out and I actually have to push myself to work out. Or here's a fat picture of me because I've let myself go and I'm really got to tighten things back up. People really love seeing your real, honest self. Not so honest where it's TMI.
Right. No.
Yeah, not that. But where you're like, oh, you're just like me. That's what they need to see is that you're just like them. And you know what? You might be a robot where you're perfectly ripped.
Yeah.
Eating healthy.
I'm not.
And working out all that. You might be that person. And you got to just attract that and let people know that this is just me and you don't need to lie, you don't need to pretend, you just got to be real and let people have a little bit of sneak peek of your life. But how are you always working towards living better? I think that's mostly it. But you got to put it out there. You got to share. And I put that up on my Facebook page a lot, and every time I do, people are always like, thank you for being so honest. I get that comment a lot. And I'm like, I will just, I mean, if you guys don't know me, I will tell you honestly, I'm always out for other people's success. And sometimes they don't understand that I'll deliver it to you smack in the face.
Yeah.
But I just want you to be successful. And I just want to be truthful too. Because learn from my mistakes, learn from my failures, learn from my, I wish I did this earlier. You know, that's what I always wish.
Thank you so
I
much.
love you.
And thank you for all the years praising me.
I know.
You only have like 20 more years left. And then I'll be like, I'll
20
fly
years.
out.
Right. No, you're not leaving me ever.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a great night or a great day. Enjoy it.